Hello and welcome back to Creating with Heather. You probably think this is my art studio, and it sort of is, but it's really my back porch. So, um, one thing we're going to do today is it's spring right now, so we're going to do a potted plant. Now, I must confess, I actually bought the plants at a nursery, but what I'm going to do is show you how to create your own unique pot and call it your own. And you don't have to be an artist to do this because I have patterns that I use, and I'm going to show you how I do them. So let's get started. First, you want to get a pot like this. First thing you want to do is pull off the label at the bottom because you want to be able to drain it when it has the plant in it. Put that in the trash. And then you get the kind of paint that is multi-surface paint, because when you put watering the plant, you don't want the paint to wash off. So you want to get any kind that says multi-surface paint, okay? And you can get it at any craft store. Now we're going to start by, you can use a palette or you can just use a paper plate and throw it away. When I do oil paintings, I use a palette, but for watercolors, I just do it on a plate and then throw it away. But oil paint lasts forever. Okay, so I start by brushing like this. Now, this color looks too light to me and too transparent, so I'm going to add a little bit of this other blue. So it's going to be two different kinds of blue mixed together. Okay, and so I'm going to do these together, and it's going to make kind of like a bluish turquoise color. Okay, there we go. Now I do it all the way down to the end and turn it around, and I do two coats. So this one's kind of, sloppy, but I'm going to do another coat. So, and again, you can get these paints at any arts and crafts store. And I do the bottom too just because I'm a perfectionist, and that's the way I do it. I'm a Virgo, so Virgos are perfectionists, and we like everything to be all the way around perfect, So I'm doing that right here, and it's relatively very easy to paint it. Just get a paintbrush and go for it. There's no special technique that you have to use, no special way to do it. Just do it. Okay, so now here goes the second coat. And see how it's less opaque with the second coat? And you can actually see the paint. It smells good too. I love the smell of paint. Well, as an artist, you get used to the smell of paint, and then you sort of crave it, No, I'm not a paint sniffer, but you know what I mean. And okay, now that I've got that part down, turn it upside down, and I do this part, and I hold my finger right there. I do suggest you wear gloves and an apron because otherwise you will get paint on you. And I do the same thing with this as I did with the other one. I just go all the way around, and I do two coats. So I turn it like this. See, that's why I'm wearing gloves. I broke my other glove, otherwise I'd be wearing two gloves. That's what happens when you paint with jewelry on. Okay, now I'm going like this, but I am going to go back and go up and down. So then I'm going to turn it right like this. And I'm not, you can do two things on this that you want. You can either paint the inside at the top, or you can wait and you choose another color. I'll explain in just a second. Okay, so you're going to be putting a plant in this, so you want it to be visible. Okay, and I turn it upside this way again. Now what you can do is you can either put this paint and do it to the top of here, or you can pick another color when you repaint it, and I'll explain that in just a minute. Okay, so I'm going back over to make sure that everything is evenly covered. And this is acrylic, so once it's on here, it's not removable. So if you get it wet, you know, and we don't want to be washing off our plant when we're watering our plant, right? Okay, so now I'm going to set this aside. And I had previously already done my yellow one, so I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with that. So we're going to set this aside. Now, this is the one that I did earlier. And what we're going to do is we're going to create a pattern on it. So what I'm going to do, if you have carbon paper, you can use carbon paper, but I didn't have any. So what I did is I took a number 2 pencil and scratched it all right here. And then when you put it on top of the pattern, you put it like this. And then you take a pen and you outline with the pen off like this, okay? And you go like this. And you copy the picture that you want. If you want the flowers, you do the flowers. If you want the bird, you do the bird. If you want the bird and the flowers, you do the bird and the flowers. It's all whatever you want. See right here? Looks like this. Okay. Okay, that one didn't do it so much. Oh, I forgot to use the paper. Oh, see, even I make mistakes. Okay. Okay. So you actually put this on here like this, and then you do the design. So I'm just going to put flowers on this side. And some more flowers over here. And then, see how it comes out? And I previously did the bird earlier, so now we're going to paint the bird. And I think I'm going to paint him blue. So I'm going to put this blue down again. And this one's a little bit lighter, but yeah, it's easy to see. Okay, so I'm looking at my bird, so I remember what it looks like. And I'm just going to go like this and copy the bird. And yes, I am no Rembrandt, so don't expect perfection. But this is just a fun project that we're doing, and hopefully nobody that you're doing it with is going to judge you on your artistic ability. But then you never know, right? Okay. So this is a little bit not enough opaque. So again, I'm going to add some more of this other blue to it, so that my bird is a little bit more defined. Okay. There we go. That's a little bit more like the bird. Okay. And then, I'm not sure what kind of bird this is. Maybe a robin or a bluebird. But as you see, it really doesn't matter how you do it, because you're getting the pictures yourself. So you just decide how you want it. Okay, so I got my little wings down here, my wings up here, and then I color it in a little bit here. Now when this dries, I'll want to do another coat. And I'm going to do very thin for the face. And then we're going to take the gold. Okay, let's see. Actually, let me put another coat. There we go. That's a little bit better. And you can actually use, you can get patterns from fabric stores, from craft stores, really from everything. It just depends on how you want to do it. But, so. Now if you want to, you could spray it with a clear gloss spray afterwards to make it stick. Now, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to let this dry for a few minutes, and we're going to come back, and then we're going to plant it. Okay, so I'm going to leave that here, and we'll check back in about 10 minutes, okay? Okay, now, that's still drying a little bit, but I'm going to go ahead and put the plant in it. Now, it's already got soil, so what I want to do is I want to kind of get it out of the thing. Pull it out and then drop it in like that. There we go. Now all I have to do is water it. Now, the next thing we want to do is we want to go back to our picture, and all the spots that we didn't finish, we want to finish. So I'm going to take a pink paint this time. It's a really hot pink, and I'm going to use it for some of the flowers and to pick up any spots that I dribbled on, for example. Okay, like, oops, okay, don't need that anymore. Okay, so I take this paint, first of all, and do his beak. Now you don't have to use pink. I use pink because that's my favorite color, but you can use any color you want. And here is his eye. He has blue eyes, but we could do eyelash, make it a girl bird. Just put a little pink in the center. And you want to mix a little bit to be a little highlight. Put some more of the blue here. So you have a little bit of depth in it. And you can get any kind of patterns that you like. It doesn't matter what you put on it, but you can either buy carbon paper or you can do it like I did it. Now, one thing we're going to do, we're going to see, these are the feathers down here. And we're going to go add those flowers. Okay, now, I use the flowers to cover up mistakes, like this. And I got more pink up here. So, got more flowers right here. And over here. And then over here, this is the one that I carbon copied on it. Okay. And here's a little mess up. I'll put a flower here. As you see, you don't have to be that elaborate. I'm not making this a work of art. This is just something cheerful to put on my porch or my patio. And it's very relatively easy to do. All you got to do is find a pattern that you like and put it on your subject, And you can use all size pots, all different designs, and all size plants. And now I'm almost done. And when it dries completely, I'm going to spray it with a clear lacquer so that it doesn't wash off if it rains. And there we go. There's my little bird. Thank you for watching the show. You guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.